This is lesson 2 for vocabulary for the Signing Naturally curriculum. We are going to start with how are you? So this is a combination sign, how and you, but the how is a little bit different than the how that you learned before. So this how is more like for instructions or directions. The how that you sign for how are you is a little bit softer. So you start this way, kind of a weird hand shape. Start this way, bring both of your hands sort of together, and then end with you. So how are you? So they kind of, both hands kind of go together at the same time, and then you. So how are you? Okay, ready? The sign for fine is a 5 hand shape, and you just tap your chest with your thumb. So that's the sign for fine. The sign for okay is just finger spelled. Okay. That's it. That's another one that I suggest practicing a lot so you can do it really fast. So if someone asks you how you are and you just say, so-so, it's a 5 hand shape and you kind of do it back and forth. That's a gesture that a lot of hearing people use also. So that sign is probably not very surprising. So-so. That also means kinda. Like if I say my hair is kind of brown and kind of blonde, kinda. Tired. You want 2 flat hand shapes bent in half with your fingers on your pecs. All right. And then this is a very obvious sign once you know it, because once you start this way, then you just get tired. Right. So your head and your hands come just down like you're tired. Tired. Now your expression needs to match. You can't do, right? That's not tired. That's tired. All right, sick. Sick is 2 5 hand shapes, but you bring your middle fingers out just a little bit, kind of like the 25 hand shape or the Y hand shape, but you don't move it at all. It just comes out this way. Okay, so you start that way. Sick, you put 1 finger touching your head and 1 finger touching your stomach. Okay, so it doesn't matter which one is your dominant hand because there's no moving. I put my dominant hand on my forehead, but it doesn't really matter. So sick. Now, again, your face needs to match that. You can't be sick. You have to be sick. All right. The next one is the sign for sign. Like if you're asking, what's the sign for this? Or, oh, I didn't know that sign, something like that. This is not like the sign that you see at the side of the road. This is sign meaning a language modality, how you do a language. Okay, so this is 1 hand shapes on both hands. Your palms are going to face you. Okay, so you're going to be looking at your palms for this sign. And then you just do little circles. Now, I'm going to say it comes toward you, but I see it going away from you as well. So it doesn't probably matter too much. Sign. So that's going to be more down here. I'm raising it so you can see it a little better, but relax your shoulders and your elbows. Sign. Speak or talk is a 4 hand shape, and you're going to tap your chin with your first finger. Speak or talk. There are other signs for talk, like if you're conversing with another person, like the 2 of us are talking, more of a conversation thing. But this one is like, I am speaking, I am talking. All right, the next one is to be raised or to grow up. So you want to, I guess it's not really a flat. I mean, it is a flat hand shape. It's not bent is what I was going to say. It's a flat hand shape, but your wrist is bent. Okay, so imagine there's a little kid and you're patting him on the head, right? That's how you would start. Then to be raised or grow up, you just get taller. Okay, so you can say I grew up in Colorado. I was raised in Colorado. All right, the next sign is a sign for both. So you want a 2 on your dominant hand. And then on your non-dominant hand, it's like a loose O, like a little bit open, okay? And you want your palm facing sideways, all right? So this way, like you're holding a cup or something, okay? Then your 2 is gonna drop through that opening and your 2 will close as it comes down, both. Okay, so start here. Both. Okay, the next one is most. You want 2 A hand shapes, palms facing each other. Your dominant hand will be the one that moves, and you're going to brush it up against the other hand. Your dominant hand, your non-dominant hand just hangs out there. It's just in its supporting role, okay? So most. Some, the other English word that can go with this is part. So if you have part of something or some of it, that's this sign. So you want 2 flat hand shapes. On your non-dominant hand, your palm will face up. Your dominant hand, you're going to turn to the side. So your palm's facing sideways, and you're going to bring it down this way. I always think of this as like, I want some of the pie. I don't know, I think of cutting a pie. Some or part. The next one is a little or a little bit. Like if you meet a deaf person and you say, I know a little bit of ASL. So you're going to, let's see, it's kind of a weird hand shape to start with. I don't know what to call it. So you're going to tuck your thumb in under your finger. This is your dominant hand. All right. And then you're going to flick your thumb up like you have just a little bit of something in there. Okay. A little bit. A little bit or a little. All. There are 2 ways to sign all. This one in this vocabulary list is a loan sign, finger spelled, borrowed from English. And so what you're doing, although you might not notice it, is you're signing ALL. All right. Now, the fun thing about this sign is that it can go any which way. Okay. So you can do all. Like if I have like a bookshelf over here and it's full of books, I can even do all. Those are all my books. And what I'm doing is ALL. And I'm like pointing at all of my books here. All of you is one way that you can sign in ASL everyone. So that's all. Still, you want 2 Y hand shapes with your palms facing you. Relax your shoulders, keep them out there in front of you in neutral space. And then you're going to twist and end with your palms facing out. Still. Year is representative of the sun, of the earth going around the sun. So you want 2 S hand shapes. Your non-dominant hand will not move. And then your dominant hand will represent the earth going around the sun. Okay, year. Year. The next one is the sign for easy. So you want 2 flat hand shapes that are bent, palms facing you. Your dominant hand will move. And what you're going to do with your dominant hand is just hit right your fingers right here, okay? Easy. The next is a sign for hard. You want 2 bent V hand shapes. Your palms are going to face opposite directions. They don't face each other equally because they're offset a little bit, but they're facing opposite directions, okay? So bent V, Your dominant hand should be on top because it's going to move. This is the sign for hard. Ready? Hard. So again, that bent V handshake. Hard. And your face should match it. If it's super hard, it should be. And if it's just like, I mean, this was tough, it was a little hard. Relatively hard. Okay, last three. We have laugh, cry, and excited. So laugh is just one hand shape. Sometimes you'll see it with an L hand shape. And you bring, well, it's like you're drawing a smile, right? Laugh. I would say you usually see the L hand shapes. Let's see, the next one is the sign for cry. So one hand shapes, and you're going to draw the path of tears down your face. So movement here comes from this knuckle. It isn't, well, you can do it that way actually. So cry or cry, but it's finger movement. The last one is excited. So it's, you want that same sick, Y25 hand shape. Only the fingers don't move, they just stick out. And then you're going to touch each pec alternately. So you do little circles back and forth, not at the same time. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, so excited. Make sure your face matches. Okay, so that is lesson 2 for vocabulary.